despite my patience. If they are not able to bring their witness into order from what he has been doing since yesterday, which I've patiently ignored, then they're the last people to come and lecture me about, comments.
I hear that. You'll forgive me if I say that kind of comment from whomever it comes raises the temperature and doesn't bring it down. So let's keep the temperature down. I have, a few minutes ago, said something to the witness which was designed to protect you.
You have.
Let's proceed.
Thank you, Chairperson.
Sizame sonke apha kuba ngabikho intetho ezokwenza okokuba ziphathe omnye kakubi. Senze into efanele ukuba yenziwe.
You've also confirmed in your statements that on the 10th the march was peaceful, correct?
Andithi uyawatsho okokuba nge-10 phaya la matshi yayizolile kwakunoxolo apha. Kunjalo. It is such.
You can also confirm that the employer said they would have preferred to talk to you via the NUM.
Uyitshile into yokokuba umqeshi wathi uzawuthanda ukuthetha nani athetha ne-NUM. Atukhetha okokuba athethe ne-NUM egameni labasebenzi.
Do you understand the question?
Uyawuvisa lo mbuzo mhlekazi?
No, sir. What Mr. Mpofu is saying to you
uthi umhlekazi uMpofu mamele kakuhle.
Wants to know whether you can confirm, in other words, whether you agree with what he's putting to you, that when you people went peacefully, as you say, to the Time Office on Friday the 10th, wanted to speak to the employer about this wage increase that you wanted. It was essentially rock drill operators who were there. And the employer said, we would prefer to speak to the representatives of the recognized trade union, which acts for the miners, namely the National Union of Mine Workers, NUM. And he asks you to confirm that that's what the employer said.
Umhlekazi uMpofu uthi uthe naya phaya e-Time Office ngalamini nge-10 ningabantu abayothetha egameni le-RTOs. Wathi kuni umqeshi phaya umuntu angathetha naye bhetele ngulo onimele umbutho we-NUM. Kunjalo.
Wathi bathi abaqeshi bakhona abantu abathi athetha nabo akathethi nathi.
Employer said there are people they are discussing with, they don't talk to us.
Yes, that's good enough.
Ewe ndiyayiva lo.
And you confirm that you and others at that stage had lost all confidence in the NUM.
Uyayivuma ke into yokuba ngelo xesha wena ke namanye abasebenzi besenilahlekele ithemba kumbutho lo ye-NUM.
Uthi ntata ndimuva kuhle.
What are you saying? I don't hear you.
What he's saying is particularly, I take it he's referring more specifically to the rock drill operators, but you and your colleagues had lost confidence in the NUM. You weren't confident that they were able to present your case properly in respect of wage increases. Now, let's divide the question into two parts. Let's leave you out of it for the moment. Your colleagues that you spoke to, who marched with you, were they not happy to have NUM representing them in presenting their wage demands? Is that correct? In fact, that's in fact why they went, as you explained. Is that
Is there an answer?
Just to be thinking about it. Are you ready to give the answer yet, Mr. X?
Sinempendulo ngoku nanseka mhlekazi.
Hayi ngisawucinga lo mbuzo
I'm still thinking about this question.
Andiwuva tata.
I don't understand it clearly.
Do you understand the one from the chairperson?
Uyawuva xa ubuzwa ngumgcini sihlalo ngoku.
Kondiphinde tata.
If you just repeat it.
Right, let me try again. A whole number of you, I'm not sure the exact number, but a lot of you, hundreds if not more than thousands, rock drill operators, went on the Friday morning to the time office to ask for more wages, increase in wages. You didn't ask your shop stewards to go and present the demand to the employers. You went yourselves. Is that correct?
Injalo lento kokuba kuthenga lemini ngolesihlanu nasuka niba ninzi ngamawakawaka i-rock drill operators nisiya nina ngokwenu e-time office okokuba niyothetha ngokunyuselwa imivuzo anizange nithumele aba banimele i-NUM naziyela nina ngokwenu kunjalo.
Ewe tata.
It is correct, Chairman.
Now, why did you people go yourselves and not let your shop stewards go for you, the NUM shop stewards?
Intoni
go
ke
for you,
ningathumelanga
present your wage
i-shop
demand?
stewards zenu zenum okokuba bezi yizo eziyothetha phaa intoni naziyela nina ngokwenu.
There must have been a reason.
Fanele okokuba kwakho isizathu saseyimbangela le nto andithi.
Akwaba mistake tata.
It was a mistake, Chairperson.
Before you went to the time office, you had a meeting at the stadium, didn't you? That Friday
Andithi
morning?
phambi kokuba kuyiwe phaya e-time office kwabakho i-meeting kwabakho inhlangano phaya e-stadium kunjalo.
Kunjalo tata.
It is correct, Chair.
And at that meeting, you decided that you wanted this increase to 12,500 a month. Is that right?
Apho kwenziwa khona esi sigqibo sokokuba sifuna ukukhuphushela imivuzo iye ku-12,500 andithi.
Ewe tata.
Yes, sir.
That wasn't a NUM meeting that you had at the stadium, was it?
Andithi
It was just a rock drill operators meeting. Is that right?
kwakuyinhlangano ye-rock drill operators le yayibanjwe phaya estadium kwakungeyona intlanganiso yenum kunjalo.
Ewe tata.
Yes, sir.
Ewe tata.
Yes.
And
Normally, when you want more wages, you want an increase in wages, normally that's a matter that's dealt with by the trade union on your behalf. Is that correct?
Andithi ke ngokwesiqhelo xa kufaneke okokuba kuphakamiswe imivuzo loo nto ingena ngumbutho onmele i-NUM andithi.
Ewe tata.
Yes, sir.
And you didn't do it this time. You say it is a mistake. I understand you to say that, by which I take it you mean you think now you should have gone through the union. But there must have been a reason for making this mistake. You know, what was that?
Uthi ngoku ndiyakuva uthi impazamo uyayibona okokuba kwakufanele nenze into esisiqhelo okokuba niye ngeyo kodwa isizathu sabayimbangela loo nto kwaba yintoni.
You're able to give me an answer, Mr. X? Or
Unempendulo-
shall I let Mr. Mpofu ask the next question
Apho
before you
mhlekazi,
answer
noma
this one?
si-
on this one, yes,
sithi kumhlekazi uMpofu makaqhubeke ngalo mbuzo.
yes. And
Tata.
Sir.
Tata impendulo yam yayikhona i-anko ikhona inam.
My response is that AMCO was there, NUM also was there.
Into yokuba sisetyenziswe nge-anko sasetyenziswa yi-anko because umntu nomntu nombutho wakhe.
It was AMCO that made use of us. They used us because each and every person has got his own organization.
I tried to
you have
move your
Chairperson.
cross-examination along. I didn't succeed very much, but I
Chairperson,
don't
I'll
think it's
find a
entirely my
shortcut.
fault.
I'll find a
Ndangaphumelela
shortcut.
mhlekazi Mpofu. Uthi Mpofu uzayibetha nje.
If you go to triple L 26, which is your statement,
Xa siya kwi-statement sakho mhlekazi u-triple X 20, triple L 26.
you said, I'm sorry, paragraph 4.
umhlathi wesine
I'll read it out and then you tell me if you still stand by that evidence.
ndakufundela le nto ayithetha phaya utsho okokuba usemina kula mazwi kanene.
You said the RDOs did not accept the reason advanced by NUM that it could not negotiate a salary increase because of the 2-year agreement that had been concluded with Loanmin Management.
Anivumelananga nina njenge-RDO kwazange ukwamukela isizathu esasivezwa i-NUM ukuba kukho isivumelwano seminyaka emibini esikhona ne-management yakwa-Loanmin.
The perception was that NUM was in cahoots with Loanmin Management.
Nathi xa niyijonga le nto aba bantu basebenza kunye ne-management le yase-Loanmin.
And in fact, that sentiment seems to be, no, it is the next sentiment which I was going to, I might as well put it now. Firstly, do you still stand by your evidence as in your statement?
Usemi kulaa ntetho evela phaya kule statement sakho Mhlekazi. I say it.
Yes. And that's the implications of that sentiment is contained in an article which I will distribute during the tea break. But I want your comment on.
Kukho into endiza kuyiveza apha ndinikeza amanye amaqela abameli ne-commissioners no-chairman.
Chairperson, I have not seen the article. I think the same should apply to the witness. So I don't
No, it's not necessary.
No, sir, it's not a question of it's not necessary. I think it's not fair to put an article to the witness that the witness has not seen.
The witness is illiterate according to Mr. Mativiti.
Mr. Mpofu, that's not an answer. We have adopted a practice in this commission from early on that if a witness is to be cross-examined on a document, the document is to be shown to the witness before the cross-examination begins, and those leading the witness are to be entitled to put the document to the witness. That's what we've done. That's the practice we've followed throughout. The way to deal with it is occasionally documents have come to light when cross-examination has really commenced. The way we've dealt with that is we've said in those special circumstances, we've allowed counsel leading the witness to consult with the witness, even though the cross-examination is beginning. If you want that to happen, I'll allow it. Otherwise, I'm afraid I won't.
No, it's fine.
Wenziwa isigqibo ngokuba akunanto ezawuvezwa nje ngesacuphe kwingcina apha engavezwanga kubameli bakhe ukuthi ke kunikwe nabameli ixesha lokuba bakwazi ukuyithetha loo nto nelo ngqina labo phambi kokuba libuzwe ngayo.
Okay, forget the article. Would you agree with the view that we're going to argue that a flexible approach to the wage negotiations during the strike at Loanmin Marikana might have averted the tragedy on August the 16th when the police shot 34 people?
I think that question may be difficult for the witness to understand. Do you understand what Mr. Mpofu is putting to you?
Well,
when it's been translated, you can tell.
I had not even translated the question.
All right, no, it's my fault. Translate it and then ask him my question whether he understands what Mr. Mpofu has put.
Yes, if the question would again be repeated.
Question was, does he agree with the proposition that a more flexible attitude towards the negotiations relating to the wages would have averted the tragedy and not led to the deaths of the people who were killed?
Umhlekazi uMpofu uyavumelana naye na okokuba xa bekukho uthethathethana olubhetere ungcono phaya ngabe ingenzekanga le ntlekele yasemarikana xa bekukhona uthethathethana oluvela kuwo omabili amacala kuthethwa.
You understand the question?
Uyayivisisa le ntetho?
Ndiyayiva tata.
I understand, sir.
Well, what do you say about it? Do you agree with the proposition that obviously the people to be flexible would have been the employers? So do you agree that if Lonman had been more flexible in the negotiations regarding the wage demand, the tragedy might have been averted?
Ayivuma lento bekwayo kokuba xa bakwa-Lonmin bake baba nendlela abangathetha ngayo ngalento yemivuzo ibangagwemeka lento ingenzeki njengoba yenzeka nje eMarikana.
On pin the data.
If the question could be repeated.
Your question, Mr. Mpofo, so you repeat it. I tried to explain it in a way that I hoped you would understand. Perhaps you can plough further on the field that I've already tried to
I will. Thank you. I'll simplify it and then I'll move on if it's still not answered. The point I'm making, remember we're still talking about the 10th. So I'm going to simplify it by referring it in relation to the 10th, which is what we're discussing. Would you agree that if, let's say for example, if on the 10th the management had agreed to engage with your peaceful group of marchers, about your concerns about wages and working hard and so on, that the events which unfolded after that might have been avoided.
Imivuzo lenifumanayo ayinonelisi nezinye izinto xa bebazamile ukuba banimamele kwa-Lonman ibingagwemeka lento eyenzeka ekugqibeleni yayingeke yenzeke.
Instead of taking the position that they would not talk to you.
Xa bangathethanga ngolu hlobo kokuba jongani apha sizimisele ukuthetha nani. Yavumelana nama?
Imine ezitshaftini nasesixelele imivuzo kunemali esiyifakelwayo ezi-750 kube yi-500.
We were already told that by the mines that we are going to be given increases of between 750 and 500.
Time office yathi mine ine-agreement eyayisayinayo iyothethelwa indaba yemali ngo-2013.
The mine said then to us at the time office that there's an agreement which is still existing, which will only be will come up for discussion in 2013.
The
mine told us clearly at the time office.
Yes. And you think that that stance of saying there's a 2-year agreement and we can only talk through the NUM did not contribute, or was the correct thing to do and did not contribute to the events that followed in the next 5 or 6 days.
Abantu esizimisela ukuthetha nabo ngumbutho onmele i-NUM.
Imine siyasixela into iyo lento ikhona lento siyaziyo uba i-agreement uthela unyaka ozayo.
The mine told us, and it's something that we knew, that the agreement could only be discussed the following year.
The
management also indicated there are people they talk to about such issues. There is an agreement that was entered into. Let us go back to work, and they told us our strike is illegal. If we had gone back to work, nothing would have happened at Marikana, Chairperson.
Right. And so if what the management was saying was reasonable, then why did you not go back to work?
ibisiyemkeleka xa ibiyemkeleka le nto eyayithethwa yi-management phaya emayini yintoni ingaphindelanga emsebenzini? I'm sorry, the pronoun you, is it using with reference to him or others?
Yes, yes, no, it's confusing. No, I meant it in the singular.
In singular.
Mr. X, I noticed that you're lowering your head. Are you feeling tired? Would you like me to take the short
Ndibona
now?
usehlisa
Give you a chance to rest for
Mtekazi
quarter
Mpofu. Mtekazi bowufuna ukuba ke sikunika ixeshana kuphuma.
Ndisenesiso sinirhiqa tata.
Andiva Mtekazi.
Ndisenesiso.
Oh, it's my stomach that's giving me problems.
I'm suffering.
Suffering.
Would you like me to adjourn for a quarter of an hour to enable you to...
Bowuthanda ukuba sike siphe ixeshana nje kancinci Mtekazi. It's running my stomach.
Yes, no, I understand.
Ndiyakuva apho Mtekazi ndibona.
If we adjourn for 15 minutes, that
Xa
gives you an
singakunika
opportunity
ixesha elingaba 15 minutes
attend to that problem.
kuzawuba ngcono iza kunceda loo nto. Ke sithi ukunika ixesha
Would you
lokuphumla
prefer that? Take a short adjournment, take a 15-minute adjournment now. Would you want me to do that? Then you can attend to the problems you've mentioned.
Mawuke
Would you
ujongana
like that?
naloo nto. Siphume ixesha elingaba 15 minutes.
You nod your head. That means yes.
Nodding his head, yes.
All right. You have been doing it for some time, but and putting your head down, you now indicated what the problem is, so we'll adjourn for 15 minutes.
Siyayibona ingxaki kuyo sawuphuma ke ixesha elingaba 15 minutes.
Hi, I can hear you, Joe.
I don't think there's a need to.
Okay.
And the backup here, not the middle week.
Pergunta só eu operator mas in 2016. Então aquele cinco aí. Ah, deixa eu ver aqui. Não me tinha.
Ora, eu não tô mais nenhum.
Não, esse cara. Sul. Matusa.
Nossa, para aqui. Alta barra da gata. Oh, vai no melhor. Bueno, vai no melhor. Oh, gudu ga namin ya gudu.
Okay. Dot.